So here in the first lesson, we are going to discuss about nature of political science. Nature of political science. So in this lesson, we will understand basic concepts of political science and various dimensions, various phases of political science, and various other difference between politics and political science, and learn in political science as a common sense of knowledge and as a scholarly knowledge we are going to discuss, and various methods, various approaches of learning political science. There are various ways of learning political science. There are various approaches of learning political science. We are going to learn about them. Okay. So first topic is basic introduction. A simple and brief definition of political science is that it is the academic field that studies politics as a key dimension of our social life. So politics is considered as a key dimension of our social life because many of our social aspects is decided by politicians. So our education, our employment, our economy, our cultural aspects, these things are decided by political representatives. So it is a main area or key dimension of our social life. When we study politics academically, that is systematically employing theories and methods, we will also learn that the concept of politics has a wide range of meanings. So now here under our syllabus, what we are going to do, we learn politics academically. We learn politics academically. So here we are going to learn what is about academic learning about political science. So we are learning political science systematically. So systematic study of political science included with employing theories and methods. Okay, write down. Example, the concept of politics. The concept of politics.
Concept of politics.
Yes, the concept of politics. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, the concept of politics is not only about the state and government affairs. State and government affairs. It is connected with our other aspects of life. Other aspects of life. Such as culture, economy, gender, education, etc. Culture, economy, gender, education, etc. This can be understood by employing theories and methods of political science. Employing theories and methods of political science. Okay. So when you consider the concept of politics, it is not only about state and government affairs. It is not only about state and government affairs. So as I told you earlier, politics is connected with our other aspects. So our cultural elements can be decided by politics. Our economy, what is the direction of economic countries going, that is also decided by politics. Our gender, so some certain elements in the gender and education, these things can be decided by affected by politics. So these things can be understood by using theories and methods of political science. Now, as an academic history, as an academic subject of political science, it has a long history. It has a long history. So it go far back as 5th century BC. So when you consider about political science as an academic discipline, it started in Athens, Greece. So there are two founders. That's actually the political science was founded by Aristotle. So Aristotle is considered as the father of political science. But this academic tradition was basically developed by two philosophers. They are Plato and Aristotle. So in this Greek tradition, they use politics as academic tradition. So this tradition is continued even in today's schools and universities. Okay. The academic study of politics has a long history as far back as 5th century BC. Study of politics and training in politics took place as special academics in Athens, Greece. So it was trained in special academics in Athens, the politics. So this academic tradition was founded and developed by famous philosophers Plato and Aristotle. Teaching political science as a subject in schools and universities at present is a continuation of this classical tradition. So we learn politics or political science in schools and universities. So this is a continuation of that Greek academic tradition. Because in Greek tradition also, in ancient Greece also, political science was studied academically in academic institutions. So Plato and Aristotle and some other philosophers helped to study these subjects academically. Okay, so the study of political science has several meanings. The study of political science has several meanings. So these include the following. Now, what is studying political science academically? Now, if you say academic study in a political science, it includes studying, analyzing, conducting research into politics and different aspects. Now, for an example, I will explain this by using an example. Now, for an example, government is the main topic of political science. Government is the main topic of political science. Suppose you have to learn about governments. You have to learn about government. So, you have to study, analyze, conduct research into governments and various different aspects of the government. Okay, now you may study presidential government, parliamentary government, unitary government, federal government, you may study. So you have to analyze various aspects of the government and criticizing existing political theories. So criticizing existing political theories. See, criticizing is type wrong. So you have to criticize existing political theories in the application of Ghana. For an example, theory of power separation is applicable to the government. So theory of power separation says institutions of the government should be separated. So you have to criticize. You have to criticize how far this theory applicable to the government. And build in new theories and concepts. So then you can build new theories and concepts in relation to the government. Criticizing existing public policies and proposing alternatives. So you can criticize existing public policies and propose alternative public policies when you study politics. And learn skills to train citizens as well as those who are engaged in politics. So when you study politics, you will learn skills to train citizens and also those who are engaged in politics. So these things are included to study politics as an academic discipline. So did you understand? Are you there? Nasla, are you there? Hi, Nasla. Nasla,
Sorry, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
were you there?
Yes, ma'am. I understood.
Okay. Okay. Write down study and analyzing and conducting research into politics and its different aspects. Its different aspects. Next one, criticizing existing political theories. Criticizing existing political theories. Building new theories and concepts. Building new theories and concepts. Next one, criticizing existing public policies. Criticizing existing public policies. And proposing alternatives. And proposing alternatives. Learning skills to train citizens. Learning skills to train citizens. As well as those who are engaged in politics. Those who are engaged in politics. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So tell me if you have any doubt, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so now these are the things about learning political science. We have to analyze, study, and conduct research about topics of political science. We have to criticize existing theories of political science. We have to build new theories regarding political science. And we have to criticize existing public policies, and we can propose alternatives. And we have to learn skills to train citizens as well as those who are engaged in politics. So these things, these constituted the agenda of what Plato and Aristotle also did in the academy. So these things were included in the agenda of Plato and Aristotle. In ancient India and China too, specialists in politics and statecraft did similar things. So when you consider about ancient China, such as Confucius, and India, Chanakya, Kautilya, they also study politics in this way. Even today in schools, universities, the agenda of teaching political science has these objectives in mind. So today in schools and universities also, these things are included. So when you go to universities, you will understand that study, analyze, conduct research. You have to study, analyze, conduct research about topics of political science. You have to criticize existing political theories. So these things you have to do when you study political science. In understanding the nature of political science, there are a few preliminary points that are useful for us to keep in mind. So there are basic points we have to keep in mind. So one thing is, political science is the one of the oldest academic discipline. So it is one of the oldest academic disciplines. And there are various other subjects which are developed with political science, such as philosophy, mathematics, logic, ethics, aesthetics. So these things were developed with political science in ancient Greece in 5th and 4th centuries, around 5th and 4th centuries BC. That is one thing you have to remember. Another thing is the scope, content, methods, and concepts and approaches of political science have been developed and transformed. So these things are now being developed and they are transformed over a period of nearly 25 centuries. So various approaches are added to political science. Various methods, various theories are added to political science, have been added and still adding to political science. And approaches, theories, and concepts in political science are many. So there are many approaches. So here in this lesson also, we are going to learn some approaches, about 8 approaches we are going to learn. And they are varied. They are different approaches can be seen. So they are identified with various traditions and schools. This diversity and plurality make the study of politics interesting and excited. So these are the things you have to, preliminary points you have to remember when you study political science. So to understand political science, it is one of the older academic discipline developed in 4th and 5th centuries BCs, and its scope, content, methods, theories, concepts have been changed and developing, and also its concepts are many and varied. Theories and concepts approaches are many and varied. So, so this is the interesting thing about and exciting thing about learning political science. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, write down. Political science is one of the oldest academic disciplines. One of the oldest academic disciplines. Political science evolved alongside philosophy, mathematics, logic, ethics and aesthetics in classical Greece around 5th and 4th centuries BC. 5th and 4th centuries BC. Next one. The nature of political science. Scope, content, methods, theories, concepts and approaches. Have been developed and transformed over a period of nearly 25 centuries. Next one, approaches, theories, and concepts in political science. Approaches, theories, and concepts in political science are many and varied. They are identified with various traditions and schools. This diversity and plurality make the study of politics interesting and exciting. Okay, let's summarize so far. So here in our nature of political science, this is a unit 1. So we have to study politics as a key dimension of our social life.
Ma'am,
Yeah, tell me.
Can you repeat the last sentence, please?
Yeah, sorry. This diversity and plurality.
Yes, ma'am. Make the study.
Sorry.
Make the study.
This diversity and plurality
Okay.
make the study of politics. Make the study of politics
Okay, ma'am.
interesting and exciting.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay. So study politics as a key dimension of a social life. So these are the things we are going to learn. Basic aims of these lessons. And the concept of politics has a wide range of meanings, and political science is connected to many other areas of human lives. So as an academic study of politics, it has a long history, and training in politics took place at special academics in Athens and Greece. So Plato and Aristotle founded the academic tradition of politics. So the study of political science has several meanings. It includes with studying, analyzing, and conducting research into politics and its different aspects. And it's criticize existing theories about political science and build new theories and concepts. And criticizing existing public policies and proposing alternatives, and it learns skills to train citizens as well as those who are engaged in politics. So political science is one of the oldest academic disciplines. So as I told you earlier, it is one of the oldest academic disciplines. So it evolved alongside with philosophy, mathematics, logic, ethics, and aesthetics in classical Greece around 4th and 5th centuries BC. And also, as I told you earlier, scope, nature, content, methods, theories have been changed and developed over 25 centuries. And there are many approaches, many variety of approaches can be seen, and various traditions and schools we can find them. And it makes a political science interesting subject. Okay, now we are going to learn the difference between politics and political science. Okay, so we mentioned about that political science is the academic discipline that studies politics. Yes, political science is the academic area of studying politics. Politics is studied through political science. So now if you say political science is the academic discipline that study politics, it is included with main two themes. One theme is politics, the other theme is political science. So let us understand about these two themes. Understanding politics. So if you ask what is politics, it means doing politics, engaging politics. So if somebody asks you what is politics, you may say doing politics or engaging politics. This usual meaning of the politics is related to doing politics or engaging in political activities such as taking part in elections campaign, contesting for political office. This is a popular everyday understanding about concept of politics. So if you ask what is politics, so if you answer doing politics, that answer is the everyday understanding, day-to-day usual understanding about politics. It is not an incorrect understanding, but it is not a comprehensive understanding of what politics is. Yes, it is not an incorrect understanding, it is a correct understanding, but it doesn't cover every areas of politics. It is not a comprehensive understanding of politics. So it is only the literary and minimalistic meaning of term politics. Politics is a broad and expanded theme, and therefore students should also learn deeper meanings of the concept of politics. So if you answer what is politics, that is doing politics, that is not a broad answer. That doesn't include every aspects of political science. It doesn't cover the comprehensive area of political science. So political science is a broad and expanded theme. And there are many other things are included in the term of politics. Now, here we have to consider the Aristotle famous statement. So once he said, man is a political animal. So why he said man is a political animal? Because inherently man thinks about politics. Inherently, man seeks politics. Politics means power. So, for an example, in our family, we want to have more attention. Why? We want more power. Okay, in our family. And in our school, we want to be the first in the class. We want to be the top in the class. So why we want? Why we want more power? So man is a political animal mean inherently, not in political parties, not in political parties or not in everyday politics. Inherently in our every aspects of our social life, we seek politics. We seek politics. So if man is a inherently political animal, man is a political animal. So it shows the broad relationship between politics and human. So it shows the broad relationship between politics and human. Politics is not only a mere institution of governance, but also a mechanism for achieving societal goals. So it is not an institution of governance, it's a mechanism for achieving societal goals. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Right. And Aristotle is known as the father of political science. Father of political science. He is famous for his statement. He is famous for his statement. Man is a political animal. Man is a political animal. And it shows the broad relationship between politics and human. Politics and human. Politics is not only a mere institution of governance. Mere institution of governance. But also the mechanism for achieving societal goals. Achieving societal goals.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. When we explore the idea or concept of politics in some depth, we can see that it has two interrelated meanings. This is the topic. Okay. Now this topic has been, asked by previous exams as well, previous A-level examinations as well. This is very important topic. Okay. So now, when you explore the concept of politics to some depth, you can understand two interrelated meanings of political science. One side, it is a concept that refers to the activities to the state administering and managing the state and governance. So it's like a coin. One side it is consisted with, it's like a coin. One side is consisted with, it's a concept. Politics is a concept related to the state administering and managing the state and the governance. Concept of governance, concept of state. On the other side, it is a social practice. On the other side, it is a social practice among citizens. So the second meaning includes citizens as well. So first meaning does not include citizens. It's look at politics only state point of view. It's concept of state and governance, administration and managing the state. But second meaning, it's a social practice. It is practiced by citizens outside the state. Outside the state, not limited to the domain of the state. So in the second meaning, politics is not limited to the domain of the state and it is practiced outside the state as well. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now let's write down some questions. Thereafter, we'll describe these two topics furthermore. Okay. Okay, first question write down. What is political science? Second one. Write two areas of our social life which are affected by politics. Write two areas of our social life which are affected by politics.
Politics.
Politics. Third one. Who are the two founders of the academic tradition of political science? Fourth one. Write two things which are included in the study of politics.
Studied of politics.
Study of politics. Study of politics. I'm sending to the I'm sending questions to the to your WhatsApp as well. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Write two things which are included in the study of politics. And last one. What are the two interrelated meanings of political science? Politics. What are the two interrelated meanings of politics? Okay, maximum you have to 10 minutes. If you finish answers before 10 minutes, let me know. And this meeting will be over. Please rejoin, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. And you can check the questions in your WhatsApp number as well.
Okay, ma'am.